Did you know there's a simple change that you can make today that will help kids start listening to you better? Grab a pen, grab some paper, and keep watching. So this is part 2 of getting kids to listen. If you haven't watched part 1, go back and watch it. The goal of this video is to share specific phrases that you can use to get kids to listen. So I will show you how to change the language that you're using so that it registers better when you're talking to children. Here is something so crucial to remember when you're talking to children. They hear the very last percentage of what you say. That is what registers in their brain. So be mindful of that language that's at the end of the sentence, and it'll change the way they understand and process what you're telling them. So now I'm gonna run down a few examples of what that looks like if you're gonna flip your language around. So this is where you need your pen and paper. If your kids are running in the house, what do we usually say? Stop running. What do you think they hear? Running, right? Because they're listening to that end part of your sentence. Try this instead. Use your walking feet. What do they hear? Walking feet. You could even form it as a question. Can you show me your walking feet? Do you have walking feet? And if they say yes, can you show them to me? Rather than telling them, stop running. The same thing applies if they're hitting or they're kicking. What do we say, you guys, when they're hitting and kicking? Stop kicking your brother, stop kicking, don't kick the dog, whatever it is. Instead of saying stop kicking, say please keep your feet to yourself. Please keep your hands to yourself. What do they hear? To yourself instead of kicking and hitting. Like, think about that when you guys are interacting with them. How do I flip this around and get them to hear what I'm saying and then do what I'm asking them to do? Same thing goes for stop jumping. If they're jumping off the couch or they're doing something unsafe, we usually say stop jumping. Try this. Keep your feet on the floor. What do they hear? Feet and floor. What will they start doing? Keeping their feet on the floor rather than jumping off the couch. When kids are yelling or being too loud, you can say, stop yelling, stop yelling. Or you can say, please use your inside voice. Do you have an inside voice? Same thing if they're whining. They want something from you and they won't stop whining. Rather than telling them to stop whining, because that usually doesn't work, ask them to use their words, right? What do they hear? Use your words. Flip your language around so that you tell them what you would like them to do instead of telling them what they cannot do. So you get the idea. Take these examples and run with it. Expound on these ideas. Apply them to your life where you see fit. The thing to remember also is that we're modeling positive communication with these kids. You're sharing with them what they can do rather than what they can't do. They'll be encouraged and hopefully they will start really listening to you because they feel like, oh, mommy or daddy or nanny or uncle is sharing with me the things that I can do instead of always telling me no, I can't and stop. Something else I like to add on to flipping the phrase around is redirecting. We'll go into more depth in another video about redirecting, but if they are jumping on the couch and you want them to stop jumping, say please keep your feet on the floor. Something you can add on top of that is, I see that you want to jump, let's go outside and jump on the trampoline, right? Or let's go draw hopscotch on the ground and start jumping. I'll do another video about that later, but more to come. Finally, please try your best to be consistent in changing your language. I know that this takes time. It takes time for you to learn how to do it. And be mindful, it also takes time for the kids to learn this new way of communication, to learn these new expectations that you're sharing with them. So give yourself grace, give yourself time, but go try it. If this video was helpful to you, please subscribe. Go back into our page and hit that red subscribe button. Share it with people. If there's somebody you think that could use this video, or someone you know that has kids, or someone that you just think, oh, I want to share this video because I like that girl in the video, then go ahead and share it and hit subscribe. Thank you. They ain't got to know all my business out here in these streets.